Welcome back to Poly 201. I'm Dr. Liz from Sex-Positive Psych.
And I'm Erika Kapin from the Open Photo Project.
Which is fantastic if you haven't looked at it yet. So Erika, what is your Poly 201 tip?
Well, my Poly 201 tip is more about a place where I'm at right now. Mm-hmm. It's like a 201 share rather than a tip.
Perfect.
I don't think I figured out advice on this, but I think I will in a few months.
Okay.
And that is that I have been polyamorous, non-monogamous for a long time, a lot of my life, but then openly, publicly for like about 8 years or so. Mm-hmm. But in most of that time, I have been in a anchor partnership, nesting partnership with someone who I am living with, and we have been non-monogamous together, and it's just a very interesting dynamic now that we are separated and we are not living together. We're still friends and all of that, but now I'm considering dating again, or I still have sweeties in my life that I had in my life before, and it's just a very different feeling navigating being polyamorous without having that person who is in my life in like a day-to-day planning, living with kind of way.
Yeah.
Especially with meeting new people, I notice the expectation in my mind, my experience, how do I present myself is really different, and I don't want to play into the relationship escalator idea that we're dating to look for a nesting partner. Even if we're polyamorous, I think we have these ingrained social things that kind of make us lean into that even if we don't want to.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, we're all baked into the monogamy mindset, right?
Yeah.
Whether we want it or not.
Yeah.
And so unlearning that and unpacking that takes continual conscious effort.
Absolutely. And I think just when I was with a nesting partner, it was sort of assumed, and we talked about it a lot, but it was very easy to just say, like, this type of relationship that we're having is not necessarily going to be in conflict with this type of relationship that I already have, and it helped those negotiations along in terms of what I could offer or what was possible. And now I am, like, suspended in water, and possibilities are endless, and it's like I have to, like, feel and explain and decide on my own without any of these like points of like grounding,
Yeah.
And it's really tough. It's tough. It's also really freeing, but it's like I have to be very clear and very clear with myself, or if I'm not clear with myself, clear in my unclarity, and then also communicate that to people who I'm dating so that it's honest and they know what they're getting into and what I'm able to give and stuff like that.
Yeah. And I think I'm a big proponent in non-monogamy of working on undoing couple privilege and talking about non-monogamy as a thing that people do, not couples do. Mm-hmm. And at the same time, there's a very difference in the amount of support you have available, both in terms of like time and money and emotional support, if you have one of those more anchor partners than if you don't. And those of us, like I'm one of them that doesn't have an anchor partner, it feels much harder, especially when you're dating people who do have that support.
Yeah, and in addition to the support, along with time expectations, if I'm living with a partner who I've been with for many years, it's sort of an easy out to say like, oh, well, I have about this much time available in my life, maybe like to see you once or twice a week or this much a week for a new partner. But because I have this other person and this life going on, I need to put a lot of emotional energy into. If I am solo or single poly, if I'm limiting my time I'm able to spend with someone, it's just because I don't want to spend more time with them for other reasons. Not because anything wrong with them, maybe because I just don't want to prioritize integratedness of that relationship at this time because I need to save my emotional energy for something else. But I think also because of that baked in monogamy mindset, maybe that's easier and less hurtful for people to hear that if it's because of another person rather than just because of I actually just would rather have 5 nights a week by myself and I'm going on a date with this person that night so I can only see you one night. That's a little bit harder to see and to understand that actually I might really, really like this person, but putting up that boundary is different without the kind of like crutch of having an anchor partner that I need to spend time with.
Yeah, so there's almost this way that other people's expectations of you change really significantly because you don't have that continued partnership.
And to be honest, I think a lot of this is my concern of hurting people's feelings. I don't
Erika is a super sweet person who worries a lot about hurting people.
I think about this as a possibility, but I as I say it, I don't think any of the people who I have been spending time with have done anything to make me feel that way. I just worry myself, and I don't want to, like, I want to be honest and straightforward with my needs and not hurt other people, and I notice myself feeling it differently in this new spot I'm in.
Yeah.
So,
well, thanks for sharing where you're at on your continued journey. And I hope that this is helpful to folks.
Thanks for letting me share.
So again, Erika, where can people find more of your work?
Oh, yes. I do the Open Photo Project. That's theopenphotoproject.com, or social media, Facebook, Instagram, The Open Photo Project. And that's photos and interviews with non-monogamous folks. I'm a photographer, so that's my personal work.
Amazing stories on there. Erika also does a multimedia presentation at some of the conferences where she has videos and recordings of these people talking about their experiences and their lives, and it's amazing. It's so good.
I learn a lot from them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thanks so much for joining me, Erika.
Thank you, Liz.
And stay tuned for more Poly 201. Bye.
Bye.